Family files a $1 billion lawsuit for allegations of rape and sodomy in a Ferguson, Missouri nursing home. Provider advocates applaud monumental step on CNA training at skilled nursing facilities, and 71% of affluent older adults would rather rely on family and pay them for long-term care, survey finds. This and more, next.
You're watching LTC News with Dane Henning.
Welcome to CNA TV Long-Term Care News. I'm Dane Henning. Today is Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018. The family of an 84-year-old great-grandmother has filed a $1 billion lawsuit against Christian Care Home in Ferguson, Missouri. The children of Dolores Green claim their mother was repeatedly sexually assaulted while being a resident at the facility. According to the family, Green had been a patient at the nursing home for 8 years. Her daughter Colette recently noticed bruising around the rectum and vaginal areas while giving her mother a bath. Colette said management at the nursing home turned a deaf ear when she raised concerns, so she took her mother to the hospital where doctors determined the 84-year-old had in fact been repeatedly sexually assaulted. The family says Dolores suffers from Alzheimer's and would have been unable to defend herself or tell anyone what happened to her. The Ferguson Police Department confirms it's conducting a criminal investigation over the allegations. Attorneys for the family hope the size of the lawsuit serves as a wake-up call to any nursing home that is guilty of abuse or neglect. Skilled nursing advocates are applauding the long overdue introduction of a bill on Friday which could kill rigid provisions they say are keeping the field from meeting its own dire staffing needs. Representative Sean Duffy, the Republican from Wisconsin, introduced legislation that would modify what's called the Certified Nursing Training Lockout, which has been in place since 1987. Existing laws state that nursing homes assessed civil money penalties above $10,000 on their annual survey lose their ability to train CNAs for 2 years. Industry trade groups have long advocated for the abolishment of the provision, the reason being due to the provision's inability to address a, quote, severe workforce shortage. The suggested problem is suspension of CNA training is required even if the fines are not related to quality of care. Training can't be reinstated before the end of the 2-year lockout, regardless of whether the issues raised by the citation have even been fixed. We'll be back right after this break.
I suppose I shouldn't be complaining because I have several friends and relatives up in northern Iowa who have it a lot worse than I do down here in southern Missouri right now. The past can hurt. You can either run from it or you can learn from it.
Watch Katie in the Morning with Katie Page, weekdays, 10 a.m. Central.
A new survey of wealthy seniors suggests that many of nursing homes' potential residents would prefer to receive long-term care at home and would be willing to pay their own family members for it. That's according to responses of more than 1,000 U.S. adults age 50 or older with an annual household income of $150,000 or more. The Harris poll, conducted on behalf of the Nationwide Retirement Institute, found that about 71% of seniors would prefer to rely on a family member for long-term care, and 70% of those surveyed would not expect that help unless they were able to pay relatives. About 56% of respondents said that they would, quote, rather die than live in a nursing home. About 77% of respondents said, if needed, they'd most prefer to receive long-term care at home. That's compared to only 1% preferring to receive skilled care in a nursing home. This has been your long-term care news update. Everyone have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Wednesday.